Good morning, happy Friday. I'm looking at our weekly academic calendar. For Friday, it says complete check for understanding on page 203. So here I am on page 203. Look back at the text to answer the questions. Write the answers. What part of the text is realistic fiction? So realistic fiction means that it could happen in real life, it just hasn't yet. So could this story be realistic fiction? Because you could have one of these days at school. The characters seem pretty realistic. This question has more than one part to it, so make sure you write kind of small on this one. What part of the text is procedural or has instructions that tell you how to do something? So remember, at the end of our story, we did have a recipe to make salsa. So could that be the procedural text part? Okay, number 2 says, why do you think the author included a salsa recipe? After reading this whole story, why do you think that the author included this? They did talk a lot about food and different recipes that their families could create. Number 2 also has 2 steps to it. What is the recipe's first step? No guessing needed on that one, because you can go back to your directions and would you look at that? Step 1 is listed right there. And number 3 also has 2 parts to it. How do the children feel about sharing their special foods with the class? This is an inferencing question, my friends. It doesn't tell you in the story, Miguel is very happy about sharing his foods. You have to think about it in your brain. Was he happy? Was he excited? Was he, I don't want to share my recipe. How were all of the other kids feeling too? And then the second part is, how do you know? How do you know that's how they were feeling that way? Remember, inferencing, you can't go back in your book and find a sentence that says Miguel was excited. You have to use your brain based on the information that the text gave you. Just by looking at this picture, how do their faces look? What do you infer? All right, my friends, that's our lesson for today. I hope you guys have a great weekend. You're going to have a long one because Memorial Day is on Monday, so you're going to be off Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So I'll see you back on Tuesday.